Hey guys, Father laid it on my heart tonight to do a live Bible study. So whatever you guys want to do, let me know. Okay, since nobody's come in yet, I'll just start reading, singing. I'm in Psalms, so I'll just start reading Psalms 32 and see who comes in. If you want me to read a Bible verse, we can study together. God laid it on my heart to go live. To be honest, I don't want to be on here, but that's what the Father asked me to do. And I really kind of whined about it to him because I really didn't want to do it. But, you know, when he asks you to do something, you better do it, right? So here I am. Here I am. So Psalms 32. Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputeth not iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no guile. When I kept silence, my bones waxed old through my roaring all the day long. For day and night thy hand was heavy upon me. My moisture is turned into drought of summer, Selah. I acknowledged my sin unto thee, and mine iniquity have I not hid. I said, I will confess my transgressions unto the Lord, and thou forgavest the iniquity of my sin. I just did that not very long ago. For this shall every one that is godly pray unto thee in a time when thou mayest be found. Surely in the floods of great waters they shall not come nigh unto him. Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. I tell you what, the Father is definitely my hiding place, and he has definitely preserved me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. I may instruct thee and teach thee in a way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eyes. Be ye not as the horse or as the mule, which have no understanding, whose mouth... Hi, Republic of Texas. I'm just kind of doing a Bible study tonight. Whatever chapter or verse you'd like me to read, or if you have a chapter or verse on your heart that you would like to go over, just let me know. I'm just the Father kind of led me and told me, I want you to go live and I want you to do a Bible study. And I was like, really? Because I didn't want to do it, but he told me to do it. And I said, I don't want to do it. And he said, do it. So, you know, when the Father tells me to do something, I do it. So here I am. Right now I'm in Psalms 2, verse 8. I will instruct thee to teach thee in a way which thou shalt go. I will guide thee with mine eyes. Be ye not as a horse, or as the mule, which have no understanding, whose mouth must be held in with bit and bridle, lest they come near unto thee. Many sorrows shall be to the wicked. I'm going to say that again. Many sorrows shall be to the wicked, but he that trusteth in the Lord, mercy shall compass him about. Be glad in the Lord, and rejoice in righteous, and shout for joy, all ye that are upright in heart. Psalms 33. Rejoice in the Lord, O ye righteous, for praise is comely for the upright. Praise the Lord with harp, sing unto him with the psaltery and an instrument of 10 strings. Sing unto him a new song, play skillfully with a loud voice. For the word of the Lord is right, and all his works are done in truth. He loveth righteousness and judgment. The earth is full of the goodness of the Lord. He loveth righteousness and judgment. So he loves his judgment. By the word of the Lord were the heavens made, and all the hosts of them by the breath of his mouth. He gathered the waters of the sea together as an heap. He layeth up the depth in storehouses. Let all the earth fear the Lord. Well, that's not happening at all. I don't think people fear the Lord anymore. People would rather do their own thing than fear the Lord. My heart's really kind of upset about this Baphomet statue. I'm really kind of upset about that Baphomet statue, you guys. And I know that they put the 10 Commandments up, and yeah, well, if this is to be a free country, then if the 10 Commandments go up, then the Baphomet should be able to go up, and blah, 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 blah. I know you guys might not like hearing this, but I would rather them take it both down. If that's what it takes, you know, take them both down. I don't want to see that frickin' thing up there. Let all the earth fear the Lord. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of him. Yeah, I know. I know. I just feel like the people know the law. People know the law. They know that law. They're just doing it just to... It's just because it's Satan's hour right now. It's ridiculous. But the good news is Jesus is coming soon, so... By the word of the Lord were the heavens made, and all the hosts of them by the breath of his mouth. He gathered the waters of the sea together as a heap. He layeth up the depth in houses. Let all the earth fear the Lord. Let all the inhabitants of the world stand in awe of him. For he spake, and it was done. He commanded, and it stood fast. You guys, all the Lord had to do was just open his mouth and say blah. All he has to do is just say boop, and stuff happens. That's how powerful he is. All he has to do is speak. The Lord bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught, and maketh the devices of the people of none effect. I'm going to read that one again. The Lord bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. He maketh the devices of the people of none effect. That's interesting. That's very interesting reading that, you know, because we're all sucked into our devices anymore. The counsel of the Lord standeth forever, the thoughts of his heart to all generations. It seems that we are all shrinking in size or being cold. What do you mean by that? I guess I'm just not picking up what you're putting down on that one. Blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord. And here our nation is turning our backs on the Lord and we're expecting no consequence. It's very sad. Very, very sad. And the people whom he hath chosen for his own inheritance. The Lord looketh from heaven and beholdeth all the sons of men. Don't think God ain't looking down and watching this stuff, you guys. He's not happy at all with America and how we've just turned our back on him. It's like where I'm at right now, the whole hillside's on fire. The whole hillside's on fire right now. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's not very many true believers, you know. I was just like the other day, I was trying to hand out Jesus magnets, trying to spread the good news, and it's like God asked me to go to this lady that was across the highway. So I did. I went out in the middle of the highway for this lady. She said, I don't want your effing magnet. I don't want your effing God. Get out of the effing way. She didn't want it. Nobody wants it. Nobody cares. And what's sad is God cares. God cares about them more than anybody on this world could care about anybody. And then it's like God told me to go to this guy or this lady that was sitting at this bar. I went up to her and I said, hey, can I give you a free gift? And she goes, what is it? The second she saw that it was a Jesus magnet, she rolled up her window and said, I don't want it. Get away. Can you imagine how that hurts God? He just wants a relationship with people. He just wants he just wants his creation to love him, you know. He wants what's best for us, you know. I think the law is really just what he wants us to do, not only to abide by him, but for us to have a happy life, you know. You know, he doesn't want us getting hurt. You know, he doesn't, you know, when you go kill somebody, not only are you hurting that person, you're hurting yourself. You're hurting your family. You're hurting your friends. You know, when you commit adultery, you're hurting your wife. You're hurting yourself. You're hurting your relationship. You're hurting your family. I don't think people realize the repercussions of their sins. When you sin, you're not just hurting God. You're not just disobedient to God. You're affecting the people around you when you sin. I don't think people realize that. You know, it's just like when a drunk goes out and he drinks. And then he goes and he slams into a car because he's drunk and he kills that family in that car. That sin is affecting the world. It's affecting families, you know, and God just wants us to abide by his commandments, not only because he wants us to follow his commandments to obey him, but really mainly because he wants us to not hurt other people. He wants us to be happy together as a family. Hey Joseph, welcome. I'm just doing a Bible study. I don't know what's up with today. Today has just been kind of a heavy day. And then like I don't know, the Father just asked me to get on here live and do a Bible study and I didn't really want to do it. But he told me he wanted me to do it, so I guess there's a reason why I'm on here doing this. I don't know what's up with today. Today's just been a really funky day for me. It was like yesterday I was so joyous and so praising the God and just being so joyous and praising the Father and just loving Jesus Christ Yeshua. And not that I'm not doing that today, but today is just a heavy day. I don't know what it is in the air it's just thick today. It's just thick today. So, I don't know if you guys are feeling the thickness of today, but today has just been a really heavy, thick day. And I prayed to the Father, I don't know how many times this morning, and he wasn't talking to me. He wasn't saying anything to me. I was really worried about it. And he told me to go hiking out in the mountains, so I did. It's kind of depressing right now going up in the mountains because everything's on fire. Everything's on fire so bad right now, you guys. I can't even see the mountains. It's so smoky and so bad. The hillside's on fire right now. Maybe that's why I'm upset. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's why it's so heavy right now. It's just there's smoke everywhere. There's fire everywhere. Now I have this Baphomet statue in Arkansas. It's just driving me nuts, you know? I just can't even... Sometimes I'm just like, I'm so done with this place. I don't even want to be here anymore. I just want to go home. You know? And it's like I was telling Republic of Texas that, you know, I ran out in the middle of traffic trying to spread the gospel, and this lady was like, get out of my effing way. I don't effing want it. And I went to this lady at the bar, and she was the same way. She didn't want it. And people don't want the truth. People don't want Jesus. You know, and it breaks my heart. It kind of puts me in a depression a little bit. You know, I'm not that depressed over it, but I don't know what's up with today. Today's a really heavy day, which is strange. It was like yesterday and the day before yesterday, it was just all joyous, all... I don't know what's up with today. You're gonna be moving back east. Well, you know, if that's where the Father leads you to go. I feel like the Father wants me to stay here in Montana, but I don't know how I'm gonna stay here in Montana. It's gonna get cold. I don't have enough money for rent. You know, I've lost my job. I mean, I have enough money to live for now, but trailer park closes here in a month or two. I don't know how I'm gonna stay here. I mean, it snows so much in Montana. I mean, it's gonna snow above my trail. It's gonna be up above my trailer. I don't know how I'm gonna stay here. If he wants me to stay here, he's gonna have to give me somewhere. I don't know what I'm gonna do if he want. I don't know how he wants me to stay here. I just got a job and everything that I'm going to down south that I just got. And now he wants me to stay here. I don't know what's going on, you guys. Something's going on. Something is going on, you guys. That's all I know. I don't think the Father's going to bless this nation for very much longer. It says, bless this nation whose God is the Lord, and the people whom he hath chosen for his own inheritance. The Lord looketh from heaven, and beholdeth the sons of men. From the place of his habitation he looketh upon all the inhabitants of the earth. He fashioned their hearts alike. He considereth all their works. There is no king saved by the multitude of an host. A mighty man is not delivered by much strength. A horse is a vain thing for safety, neither shall he deliver any by his great strength. Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy. You guys, our strength comes from the Lord. It doesn't come from anybody else. It doesn't come from a pastor. It doesn't come from a teacher. It doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't come from anybody other than the Father. And we have to hold on to him with everything we got, especially in these times that we are in right now. I don't think we have much time left, you guys. I wouldn't give it any longer than 2024. That's just a guess. That is just a guess, in my opinion. It could come tomorrow. It could come today. It could come in this hour that we're alive on. You know, I was at a church the other day and I was preaching. The time is now. The time is now, guys. You know, the time is now, and people are just shrugging off and laughing about this Baphomet thing that's happened in Arkansas, but they're not going to be laughing about it when the hellhounds are coming for their babies and demonic archangels are coming for their wives and their daughters. They're not going to be laughing about it. They're not going to be smoking pot and having fun. They're going to be running for their lives. They're not going to be protected, and they're not going to make it, but people would rather just laugh it off and shrug it off. I mean, I see my family doing the same thing. They're, oh, it's whatever. No, it's not whatever. It's not whatever, This nation doesn't turn back to the Lord. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good at all. Like, I had a dream this last night about I was at the lake house, my family's lake house, and my family was inside the lake house and we were in there eating cookies. And I went to look outside the window and there are all these demonic creatures crawling all over the ground and eating people, but yet we were inside eating cookies. Like, we didn't worry about them at all. We weren't worried about those demons or any of those things at all. And when I woke up, I knew exactly what it meant. Me and my family are protected. But the world's not going to be. They're going to be consumed by this. And they're just laughing it off and shrugging it off like it's nothing. These were really nasty creatures. They were really nasty. I mean, I can't even describe. I mean, it was like something out of a Resident Evil movie. These things crawling all over the floor and spitting. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Jonah Hex. But there's a part in the movie in Jonah Hex where he goes to meet one of the cowboys to see where Turnbull is. And there's a creature inside the ring that's fighting this one guy, and they gave him rattlesnake venom, and that's what these creatures looked like. It's what they look like. They had sharp teeth and were weird. I don't know how to describe them. It was crazy. It was, but it was amazing to me in my dream that we just had no worries, you know what I mean? Like, we were looking out the window and watching all this going on, and we just had no worries. We were just in there eating cookies while the world's just getting devoured by these things. And that's what the Father was telling me in that dream was, we're going to be protected. We're not going to have anything to worry about. They're going to go right over us. The true believers, they're going to go right over us. They're not going to go over these people that are all, just laughing about it. And the ones that are all like, oh, hell, whatever. I'm not going to say it. And they just laugh about it like it's nothing. I'm telling you, you're not going to be laughing about it here soon. When God turns his back on the United States, it's not going to be good. Babylon's going to fall. And I know some people believe that America's Babylon. Some people don't believe America's Babylon. But America will fall, regardless of what name you want to put on it. America will fall, and it'll be its own reasons why it falls, nobody else's reasons. It won't be nobody's fault why America's fall. It won't be North Korea's fault. It won't be anybody's fault other than our own. Because we've chose to stand up, we've turned our back on the Father. And people are laughing it off like, oh, there's not going to be any consequences. Whatever. Behold the eye of the Lord, Psalms 32:18. Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. To keep them alive in famine. Our soul waiteth for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. For our heart shall rejoice in him, because we have trusted in his holy name. Let thy mercy, O Lord, be upon us according as we hope in thee. As we hope in thee. Hi, Brian. Welcome. I'm just doing a live Bible study. If you have any specific verses or chapters you'd like to go over and read just to have fun, just doing a Bible study. The Father told me to come on here and do a Bible study. To be honest, I really didn't want to do it, but he asked me to do it, so here I am. I know. I'm crying out for our nation. I don't know what's up with today, Brian, but today has just been like, I do not know what's up with today. Like yesterday and the day before yesterday, I was just so bopping around and just praising and joy. I'm praising and I'm reading the Bible today too, don't get me wrong. It's just today is a really heavy day. I don't know what's going on with today, but today is a really heavy day. But, even in the heavy days, we need to praise the Father and we need to read his word and we need his guidance on our good days and our bad days, I'm not necessarily having a bad day by any means. I don't know. I just feel something in my soul today. I just feel something in my spirit today that's just really heavy. I don't know if something's going on or what. Maybe it's this Baphomet statue that's went up. Maybe I'm really upset about that. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe the Father's really, he's gonna turn away from this nation real soon. He's gonna do it. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's just given all the warnings he can give. And here soon, it's just gonna be, nope. He's gonna turn his back and he's gonna look away from this nation. And there's not going to be no remorse until he comes back and takes care of business. I know, I wish they'd take that frickin' thing down. They want to bulldoze all these churches and everything down in China. They're also implementing some sort of microchip for the new iPhone or whatever. It's just so ridiculous these times, you guys. Just sometimes it's just too much to bear. It's like, I'm just so done with this place, you guys. I'm so done. I just want to go home. Yeah. You know what's crazy is the first time I realized about that Baphomet statue, I was on Facebook. Yeah, what that, Joseph? I'm glad that I'm not the only one feeling that today. It's like, I don't know what's going on. There's something going on today. I don't know what it is. but there's something going on today somewhere. Like I don't know if you want to call it ESP or whatever it is, my radar is going off today. Big time. I don't know what it is, but my radar is going off big time. I know, Brian, I know. Yeah. I just recently quit doing a lot of things that I've been struggling with, and I praise God that He's taken those things out of my life. I used to smoke pot. I don't smoke pot anymore. I used to desire things, and I don't really desire it anymore. I don't desire to smoke. I don't desire the lust anymore. And I hope that that continues in that way. I've literally been delivered out of those things. So, hallelujah. I really do rejoice that the Father has done that for me. Here recently, He did that for me. He took those things from me. So I'm really, 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 really happy about that. I mean, I know I'm kind of heavy today, but I really am happy about that. I really am. What do you mean, Joseph? 6 military? No, Republic of Texas. I've been connecting with a lot of different people lately, so I haven't watched you in a while, but I can check that out later about that little girl, homeless girl. Oh, you mean the homeless girl that was under the bridge that said, that she just has to keep going kind of. Yeah, I think I did watch that. Yeah, I've seen that video of her a couple times. Yeah, we might not have a perfect life on this earth, but we will always have a perfect life when it comes to believing and, seeking out the Father with all your heart and all your soul. I mean, you could be poor in a ditch, but if your spirit's with the Lord, then your life is in abundance. So, yeah, I cried I cried the first time I watched about that girl. I cried too. She's, talk about a strong woman. Talk about a strong woman. We could all learn from that girl. We really could all learn from her. So Joseph, what happened with the whole helicopter thing? I don't know if you're still in here. Somebody left, so it might have been Joseph. I don't know. But anyway, Psalms 34. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in the Lord. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. O magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. Red Dawn, is that the one where they're like Wolverines? Is that one where they're like Wolverines? Or am I getting the wrong movie? I don't watch a whole lot of movies anymore. I try to stay away from the movies. I try to stay away from a lot of things now, like movies and video games, and I'm not judging anybody that does watch movies or video games, but yeah, Red Dawn is where was it China or one of the Koreas come over and took over America, and some of the military men had to take care of things. Same here, Brian. I've really just been trying to stay focused on the Lord and Him alone. I really just been trying to stay focused on Him and Him alone. There are days I do better than others. Today, I'm not doing very good. I don't know why He's asked me to come live today, because I ain't doing too hot today, but you know, I do what He tells me to do, you know, regardless of whether it makes sense or not. I will bless the Lord in all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in the Lord. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. O magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt His name together. Let us exalt your name today, Jesus Christ Yeshua. I know today's been kind of a hard day. It's been kind of a heavy day. But even with that, may we always exalt your name, Jesus Christ Yeshua HaMashiach Yahweh. Yahweh. I'm trying to get that right. You know, there's so many different names. Jesus Christ, and there's, you know, Yeshua HaMashiach, and there's Yahweh Vahe. Yahweh Vahe. Something that Derek shared with me the other day that I thought was really interesting. He was saying the Cherokee tongue for Yeshua is Yahuwah. Yahuwah. I thought that was really cool. Yahuwah. So I thought it was really cool. Yahuwah. Kind of reminds me of Finding Nemo. Shark bait. Ooh ah ah. So I thought that was kind of funny, but, you know, me and Derek are Cherokee, and, you know, I love Derek and Nikki so much. Like, they've helped me through so much. They've supported me through so much. I know they've helped you a lot too, Joseph. They are just true warriors in Christ. They really are. Like, they've really been there for me so much. Like, I can't even ask for any better friends. Like, I couldn't ask for any better, you know, fellowship buddies. So, yeah, there's just so many different names, you know. I just think that the Father's more worried about a relationship than He's worried about us trying to get everything right. You know, I think believers are so worried about getting everything right that, you know, believers are starting to get egos. We're really starting to get egos. You know, and I'm bad about it too, you know. I feel like some days that I'm more righteous than others, and that's not true at all. You know, we've got to start not being so high and mighty all the time. It's like I went to church the other day, and this guy was willing to help me out one day, and then the next day he wants to criticize me. You know what I mean? It's like one day you want to help me, and then the next day you want to criticize me. You know, like, what do you want to do? Do you want to help me, or do you want to criticize me? Don't do both, because it's very confusing. Yeah, he does. We can't hide our sin. I mean, there's no hiding that. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying, you know, when I was smoking marijuana that I wasn't saved. I was saved before that. But listen, this is what the Father told me about marijuana. He said, I don't want you to question your salvation on marijuana. That's what He told me one night, that I was crying out to Him about it. And then the next day I was talking to Him about it. And He was telling me, the marijuana thing is not a salvational issue. But if you want me to help you, I can't help you any more than I have helped you. I can't speak to you any more than I'm able to speak to you. If you quit smoking weed, I'll be able to help you more. I'll be able to speak to you more. I'll be able to, when your mind is clouded with smoke or alcohol or whatever, you're not able to completely tap into what the Father is trying to tell you sometimes, and the Father is just telling me, it's not that I don't love you, it's not that you're going to hell because it's smoking marijuana, but if you don't quit, I'm not going to be able to help you anymore than what I'm able to. And, I was praying for all this knowledge and all this security and all this stuff, and then it's like I went to church and this Native American man prayed over me. And I don't know what it was about that Native American man when he prayed over me, but I come home and I threw away all my pipes, I threw away all my weed, and I threw away everything. Threw away all my condoms. And what's crazy is I don't even desire to smoke. You know what I mean? Like I thought, oh man, I just threw away all that stuff. Like, but then like the very next day, like I don't don't miss smoking. I mean, I have my days where, I'm like, not really, like I really don't even want it. Like I don't even have the desire. And what's crazy is I've smoked for a long time. I smoked. And it's just like he just took it from me, like just like that. He took it from me. And I just don't even desire to smoke anymore. I don't desire sex really anymore. It's just I don't desire it anymore. And that's amazing. I mean, if God can do that for me, he can do that for you, He can do that for you. He did it for me. So I know he can do it for you. But, I had to go through a lot. I had to go through a lot before I really finally let go of it. I really finally let go of it, you guys. I'm really proud of myself because it took a lot of strength and a lot of healing and a lot of praying and a lot of that for me to be where I'm at today. And I feel completely cleansed of my sin. I'm not saying I'm not a sinner. I'm just saying I feel completely cleansed of those sins. And I don't have the desire to go back to it. I really don't. Yeah, Brian, I mean, that's exactly how it was for me too. I mean, I just felt like, yeah, it wasn't a salvational issue. It was just wanting to be more with him. And, I used to smoke cigarettes too. And let me tell you what, it was harder for me to quit smoking cigarettes than it was for me to quit smoking marijuana. It really was. Cigarettes are so addicting. I mean, it's such a crutch. It really is. I mean, I used to smoke cigarettes just because, oh, I have a bad day, so I'm going to smoke a cigarette. It's going to make me feel better, or it's going to calm my nerves, or, it's going to make me not want to punch a wall, or whatever. And it took a long time for me to quit smoking cigarettes. I probably have more of a heart, like, I have more tendencies to want to smoke a cigarette than I do marijuana right now anyway in my life. Like, yeah, the cigarettes are really hard. They're hard. They really are. But I know you'll get there. I know you'll get there. You're a strong man of faith. I know you'll get there. So, Or was I Psalms 34? Psalms 34 verse 3. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together, which I just went through that. And then I sought the Lord, and he heard me and delivered me from all my fears. He did that too, you guys. He did that too. I was so scared of just these people, you know, and then like, he really delivered that for me. When that Native American prayed over me, I don't know what it was about that Native American man or what he did to me. But I mean, the marijuana went away, the fear went away, the lust went away, and I come home and it was all gone. I took it all and took it to the trash bin. I don't know what it was about what he did. But boy, it cleansed a lot of things out of my life. I don't fear anybody no more. I don't fear him anymore, you guys. I was talking to somebody not very long ago. I don't talk to him anymore. But he was all like, why are you so scared? Why are you so scared? And I was like, oh, I'm not really scared. But in a way, I kind of was scared. But I don't know what it was, like I said, about that Native American man. He just prayed over me, and it was like, boom. It was all gone. The fear was gone. Everything was gone. You know, I just wish that Native American man would give glory to Yeshua and not himself. Because he got up there the next day and was all like, I don't have a problem saving people. I don't have a problem saving nobody. And I told him, I was like, what do you mean you? It ain't you that did nothing. You did nothing. He did everything. Jesus, I'm real big about that. I am real big about that. I mean, you always give the glory to Jesus Christ, Yeshua. Don't ever give the glory to yourself. I don't care how good you feel about what you've done. I don't care how righteous you feel one day or the next day from what you've done for somebody or what you've done for yourself or what you've done for your family. Always give the glory to Jesus Christ, Yeshua, HaMashiach. Always. Because he deserves it. He's the one who saves, not us. You know? Anyway, I still thank that man, even though he got pretty boastful about it. I still thank that man. He helped me a lot. Well, that's really good, Republic of Texas. You don't drink anymore. Yeah, it's just kind of one of those things. It's just like once the Lord takes it from you, you just don't even desire it. And like you were saying, it just doesn't even taste good to you no more. Like it's like a foreign thing to you. You know, when the Father truly takes it from you, it's just, you just don't even desire it. You know, you just desire Him and Him alone, you know? Yeah, I mean, yeah, with Christ we can do all things. Without Him, we're nothing, you know? And I know He'll deliver you from that, Brian. Just as He delivered me from marijuana and lust, He will deliver you from that, Brian. Thank you, Joseph. Okay. I'll try, hopefully I can remember that name, Stephen. I'm so bad with names, but I'm gonna try to remember that. Well, it's nice to meet you, Stephen. I didn't know your real name. I know, Brian. He'll be able to get you out of that addiction. He'll be able to get you out of that addiction, Brian. I know he will. I have a really strong feeling that he's gonna help. When people reject the Father, sometimes I don't feel like I'm such a blessing, but thank you. That really means a lot to me that you said that, because there are days that I just don't feel like I'm really doing much. But then again, you know, it's not me who saves, it's Jesus Christ Yeshua who saves, you know, and it's their choice. It's their choice to make, you know. I had to get over that too, you know. It's If God tells me to go give somebody a magnet and they reject it, then that's their choice, and I have to, you can't force it on somebody, because if you do, it would be, if you force it on somebody, then it's not going to be real for that person anyway. So, what kind of relationship with the Father would that be to force it on somebody? That's not real, so it's just sad. It's just sad, because it hurts me, but think how bad that hurts the Father when people reject that. They don't want nothing to do with it, and that He's knocking on their hearts. He is. He's knocking on everybody's hearts so hard right now. And people would just rather live in the smoke. People would just rather live in this fog right now. They don't want to see it. They don't want that conviction. They don't want that conviction. And that's their choice. It's their choice, And it says in the Bible that they're going to go up to the Father and they're going to say, I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. And the Father's going to go, really? Well, what about Ashley when she come up to you and tried to give you a magnet and tell you about me? What about when Joseph come up to you and tried to tell you about me? What about when Derek and Nikki tried to tell you about me and you chose what you chose? And my mama always says, you live by your choices, you die by your choices. And boy, is that not true. Psalms 34, verse 4. I sought the Lord, and He heard me and delivered me from all my fears. They looked unto Him and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. This poor man cried, and the Lord heard him and saved him out of all his troubles. The Father just said something to me just now, Brian. This verse is for you. The poor man cried, and the Lord heard him and saved him out of all his troubles. Verse 7. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear Him and delivereth them. The angel of the Lord. It's amazing how many different angels there are of the Lord. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear Him, and delivereth them. O taste and see that the Lord is blessed is the man that trusteth in Him. O fear the Lord, ye His saints, for there is no want to them that fear Him. If we fear Him, then we're not going to want all this stuff. And I'm not saying we don't struggle with our wants. We're going to struggle with that. And we're all sinners in this. I mean, even though I've given up some things that I was struggling with, I'm still a sinner just like anybody else. I'm not going to sit here and boast because, I quit smoking pot and I threw away all my condoms and all this stuff. I'm not going to sit here and boast about it because, listen, we're all sinners. I mean, you know what I mean? I was a sinner before and I'm still a sinner now. It's only by the grace of Jesus Christ, Yeshua, that I'm saved. I was saved before I gave up all that stuff. I just wanted to be closer to the Father. That's why I gave that stuff, because I wanted to be closer to Him. I want more of the Father. Hey, Nikki, hey, Derek and Nikki, I was just talking about how awesome, how you guys are just so amazing, and I just was telling Joseph about how blessed I am to have such wonderful friends and fellowship with you guys. And I tell you, the Father just told me, He's like, I want you to go live and I want you to do a Bible study tonight. And I'm like, I don't want to. He goes, Ashley, I want you to go live and I want you to do a Bible study. And I'm like, I really don't want to. He goes, Ashley. I'm like, fine. And it's not that I don't want to come on here. I mean, in a way, I really don't want to come on here because of all the drama and stuff. I mean, you guys know all that, but anyway, so the Father asked me to do it, so I'm doing it. Thank you, Nikki. You guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. So Steven says, I just seen that DARPA is building. What are they getting ready to fight? Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise. Like, what is gonna be next, right? I mean, like... I'm trying to remember who it was. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It was, Daryl. He did, like, a whole hour, 2 hour thing on... I can't remember what the video is called, but he was talking about one of his dreams that he had. And he was saying that there are these robot dogs that were coming after little kids and that were killing little kids. I don't know why. I don't know why, dude, but when you said that, Steven, about DARPA building synthetic robots for underground military, that guy come up in my head about the robot dogs and his dream about those robot dogs. And I thought that was awful strange that in his dream about, all these demons coming out of the ground and coming for people and killing people, and that, like, God's people were protected and were sent to the light, but everyone else was like running for their lives. But he was talking about how there was these robot dogs. There's something with this AI and this robot stuff that's gonna be utilized in Satan's whatever he's doing right now. Exactly, Brian. No weapon formed against us will prosper. That is exactly right. We are going to be, no matter what happens, guys, we're going to be protected. We're going to be sent to safety. We're going to be sent to safety. And everyone else that's just laughing about, oh, this Baphomet statue, oh, ha, 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 oh, well, we all have the freedom of religion. We all should be able to, if the 10 Commandments are going to go back up, well, then we should be able to have our Baphomet statue. And I saw it on Facebook, and one of my high school buddies that I used to be Wiccan with in high school, so it's no surprise that he said it, he was just like, ha, 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 and then he put up the picture of the Baphomet, and that happened in Arkansas, and I was just like, "Oh, you're real laughing right now, aren't you? You're real laughing, real. You think it's real funny, don't you? Think it's real funny right now, don't you, man? It's not gonna be funny here real soon when these hellhounds are coming for your babies and these demonic angels are coming for your wives and daughters, and they ain't gonna be protected. They ain't gonna make it. But, you know." That's another person that I've tried to reach I don't know how many times. And you would think, since these people know me, this guy knows me from high school and everything that I went through. You would think he would listen up just a little bit. You would think. But no. I agree, Brian. We will do greater things. I believe that I believe that everybody in here have been chosen. Everybody that's in this chat has been chosen. Everybody that's commented, I should say. The angel of the Lord, Psalms 34, verse 7, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them. O take See that the Lord is good. Blessed is a man that trusteth in him. O fear the Lord, ye his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him. The young lions do lack and suffer hunger, but they that seek the Lord shall not want any good thing. To me, that's saying that even though you hunger, you should seek the Lord more than your hunger. Come, ye children, hearken unto me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord. What man is he that desireth life and loveth many days, that he may see good? Keep thy tongue from evil, and thy lips from speaking guile. Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry. The face of the Lord is against them that do evil, like this freaking Baphomet thing that is driving me nuts, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. Do these people not realize what the Father did to the pagans in the Bible? He destroyed them when they put up the golden calf. He destroyed them. Well, it's coming. It's like they're just trying to get him to do it. It's like they're just trying. They're just tempting the Lord right now. They're just asking for it. They're asking for it. The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth and delivereth them out of all their troubles. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they hate the righteous shall be desolate. The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. Yeah, Brian, I agree. I think a lot of these people are God's like, all right, okay, this is what you want. He's given them right over to the reprobate minds. I'm telling you, I feel like the Father's had it. He's like, all right, this is what you want. You don't want the reality I've given you. You want this new reality. You want all this AI and technology and virtual reality and all right. And he's going to give it to them. And they're going to have to pay for it dearly. Unless they repent. There's nothing that the blood of the Lamb can't cover. There's nothing that the blood of the Lamb can't cover. I mean, I used to be satanic. I used to be Wiccan, you guys. And he saved me from that. I'm going to say that again. I used to be satanic. I used to be Wiccan, and I was saved out of that. I was saved out of that. So, with that being said, Psalms 35. Plead my cause, O Lord, with them that strive with me. Fight against them that fight against me. Take hold of shield and buckler, and stand up for mine help. Draw out also the spear, and stop the way against them that persecute me. Say unto my soul, I am thy salvation. Man, that felt good. I am thy salvation. Let them be confounded and put to shame that seek after my soul. Man. Let them be confounded and put to shame that seeketh after my soul. It is amazing. It's amazing how I'll be somewhere in the Bible, like I'll be reading where I'm at in the Bible, and then like I'll be reading it, and it's just so amazing how it's like you're in the Bible and you're in a certain chapter and you're reading it, and it just like correlates with what you're going through in life. And what's crazy is just like, it's like Derek and Nikki are reading Samson, I think they said. And it's amazing how it's like it correlates with like what they're going through in their personal walk. And it's like I'm in Psalms right now, and it's like correlating where I am within my walk. It's amazing how God works through his word in the Bible with each of us differently, and how it correlates with what we're going through. It just never ceases to amaze me that draw out also the spear and stop the way against them that persecute me, and say unto my soul, I am thy salvation. Let them be confounded and put to shame that seek after my soul. Let them be turned back and brought to confusion that devise my hurt. Let them be as chaff before the wind, and let the angel of the Lord chase them. Whoa. I'm telling you guys, the Lord's not happy right now. Let them as a chaff before the wind, and let the angel of the Lord chase them. Let their way be dark and slippery, and let the angel of the Lord persecute them. Psalms 35:7. For without cause have they hid for me not their net in a pit, which without cause they have digged for my soul. Let destruction come upon him at unawares, and let his net that he hath had catch himself into that very destruction. Let him fall. These people are going to be caught into their own nets, you guys, and this angel is going to come and chase after them. That is not good. It's not good. But you know what I mean? How many times can you warn people? How many times can you warn people of this stuff? It's like they want to be caught in their own net. It's like they just want to tempt the Lord. It's like they just want him to come down here and destroy. I mean, it's like, thou shalt not tempt the Lord. Yeah, the Lord totally protect us. There's not a doubt in my mind about that. Good days, bad days, I don't care what day you're having. I know he's going to protect us. Let destruction come upon him at unawares. Jeez. They don't want to be aware. That's the problem. They don't want to be aware. That's why it's going to come unawares, because they don't want to be aware. They would rather be unawares. Let his net that have catch himself, and that very destruction let him fall. And my soul shall be joyful in the Lord. It shall rejoice in his salvation. All my bones shall say, Lord, who is like unto thee? There is nobody like the Lord. Nobody like Jesus Christ, Yeshua, Mashiach, Yahweh. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm trying to get that name right. Oh, by the way, Derek, I'm so glad that you shared with me the Cherokee Yeshua name, the Yahuwah. Yeah, yeah. Is it Yahuwah? I love that. Yahuwah. I love that. I just love that. It makes me smile every time I say it. I just love that. I know they're mocking him pretty good right now. They are just pushing it. Boy, are they pushing it. Okay. Psalms 35:10. All my bones shall say, Lord, who is like unto thee, which deliverest the poor from him that is too strong for him, yea, the poor and the needy from him that spoileth him? False witnesses did rise up. They laid to my charge things that I knew not. They rewarded me evil for good, to the spoiling of my soul. But as for me, when they were sick, my clothing was sackcloth. I humbled my soul with fasting, and my prayer returned to mine own bosom. I behaved myself as though he had been my friend or brother. I bowed down heavily as one that mourneth for his mother. David. But in mine adversary thy rejoicest, and gathered themselves together. Yea, the abjects gathered themselves together against me, and I knew it not. They did tear me, and ceased not. With hypocritical mockers and feasts, they gnashed upon me with their teeth. Man, does that sound familiar? Lord, how long wilt thou look on? Rescue my soul from their destructions, my darling from the lions. I will give thee thanks in the great congregation. I will praise thee among much people. Let not them that are mine enemies wrongfully rejoice over me, neither let them wink with the eye that hate me without a cause. For they speak not peace, but they devise deceitful manners against them that are quiet in the land. Woof. That sounds familiar too. Yea, they opened their mouth wide against me, and said, our eye hath seen it. This thou hast seen, O Lord, keep not silence. O Lord, be not far from me. O Lord, be not far from me. Psalms 35:23. Stir up thyself and awake to my judgment, even unto my cause, my God and my judge. Judge me, O Lord, my God, according to thy righteousness, and let them not rejoice over me. Don't rejoice over me. Rejoice in the Lord. Always give him the glory, for it is him who saves, not us. Psalms 35:25. Let them not say in their hearts, so would we have it. Let them not say, we have swallowed him up. Let them be ashamed and brought to confusion together that rejoice at mine hurt. Let them be clothed with shame and dishonor that magnify themselves against me. Let them shout for joy and be glad that favor my righteous cause. Yea, let them say continually, let the Lord be magnified, which hath pleasure in the prosperity of his servant, and my tongue shall speak of thy righteousness and thy praise all the day long. I know. Remember, in the last days they will mock him to wrath. Yeah, they're really pushing it. They're really pushing it now, you guys. I still believe, though, that he's chosen me to die for his name. You know what? I kind of think that too, Joseph, about myself. I kind of feel like, I kind of do. I kind of feel like, and it's just a feeling, I kind of feel like we are going to die for him. We're going to be persecuted for him. But we need to fix our eyes on the Lord. Whether we get thrown in prison or our heads lobbed off or tortured or whatever, we just have to look towards the light and know that this is just our flesh. Brian says, that thought comes to me, gamer. Brian says, did Holy Spirit reveal that to you? Stephen says, we died the day we accepted Christ, now we live. Amen. The Republic of Texas is Stephen, yes. Yes, Republic of Texas is Steve. Or Steve, I'm sorry. Stephen. That's right, Derek. Love Jesus more than our life because we are alive in Jesus forever. That's right. Psalms 36. The transgression of the wicked saith within my heart, that there is no fear of God before his eyes. For he flattereth himself in his own eyes, until his iniquity be found to be hateful. For he flattereth himself. Flattereth himself. Very slippery slope. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He hath left off to be wise and to do good. He deviseth mischief upon his bed. He sitteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil. Thy mercy, O Lord, is in the heavens, and thy faithfulness reacheth unto the clouds. Thy righteousness is like the great mountains. Thy judgments are a great deep. O Lord, thou preservest man and beast. How excellent is thy loving kindness, O God! Therefore the children of men put their trust under the shadow of thy wings. I had somebody tell me not very long ago, somebody that I don't talk to anymore. Derek, you probably know who I'm talking about. I said, oh, really? So you can slay all these demons, huh? You can slay all these demons all by yourself. I said, well, I'd rather hide under God's wing. Because he's more powerful than I could ever be. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not able to do nothing against evil. But I would rather be fighting with the Father than against the Father. Or thinking that, oh, no, step aside, Lord, step aside. I can take care of all these demons all by myself. I don't need to hide under your wing. I'm Demon Slayer 9000. I can come in and take care of business. Pfft. You ain't nothing without Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach. I get tired of the proud and arrogant sometimes. So, therefore, the children of men put their trust under the shadow of thy wings. Thou shalt be abundantly satisfied with the fatness of thy house, and thou shalt make them drink of the river of thy pleasures. For with thee is the fountain of life, in thy light shall we see light. O continue thy loving kindness unto them that know thee, and thy righteousness to the upright in heart. Let not the foot of pride come against me, and let not the hand of the wicked remove me. There are the workers of iniquity fallen. They are cast down and shall not be able to rise. Good night, Nikki. Good night, Steven. What do you mean, in a dream he did? He who tries to save his life will lose it. He who loses his life for my name's sake will save it. Exactly. Good night, Derek and Nikki. God bless you guys. For real, God bless you guys. May God be with you and protect you always, as I know he will be. Psalms 37. Fret not thyself because of evildoers. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. Neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass, and wither as the green herb. Ooh, and wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord, and do good. So shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. Psalms 37:6. And he shall bring forth thy righteousness as the light, and thy judgment as the noonday. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. That's where we're at right now, you guys. We're resting in the Lord and we're waiting on him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Man, does that not sound like today, the devices? Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. Let me tell you what, it was really hard for me to not be angry about that Baphomet statue, but I really had to really humble myself and realize that the Father can take care of these things, and he's going to take care of these things. Psalms 37:9. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. Verse 11. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. Verse 12. The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnash upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he seeth that his day is come. The Lord's laughing. The wicked have drawn out the sword, and have bent their bow, to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. All these greedy pastors, all these greedy unbelievers too. No different. Their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bow shall be broken. Wow. It's just like, how it was saying in other Psalms about how, they're going to be caught by their own net. Their own sword is going to go into their own heart. They're going to be killed by their own snares and their own traps and their own swords. And their bows shall be broken. And the Lord's just laughing. He's just laughing, and he's just telling his people, just wait, just wait, just wait. Psalms 37:16. A little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. A little, you guys, just a little righteousness is better. Just a little bit of righteousness is better than the riches of many wicked. That says a lot. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholdeth the righteous. The Lord knoweth the day they shall not be ashamed in the evil time. And in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. God's gonna take care of his people. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ, Yeshua. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. You know, I feel like, you know how God fed his people with manna? In these times when things get rough, he's going to do the same for us. You know how when God told Elijah to go out to the wilderness and the crows fed Elijah? That's what I feel like he's going to do for us. And when times get, I mean, we're not quite there yet, but Satan's on stage right now, dancing around, you know, doing his thing. But when things start really getting rough, he's going to do those things for his people, his chosen people, the ones that are sealed and chosen. He's going to give that manna to those people. He's going to send crows and stuff. You know, the crow gets an awful bad rap. I was out in the forest today talking to the Father. Thank God he was talking to me because I was kind of worried about it. I woke up this morning and he didn't really say anything to me. Usually he does and he wasn't, so it kind of scared me for a minute. Kind of freaked out. But anyway, I got a crow feather today, you know, and the crow gets a bad rap, really does. Like, I like the crow. Anyway, the Lord knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. But the wicked, they shall perish. And the enemies of the Lord shall be as the fat of lambs, and they shall consume, and smoke shall they consume away. The wicked borroweth and payeth not again, but the righteous showeth mercy and giveth. For such as be blessed of him shall inherit the earth, and they that be cursed of him shall be cut off. They're going to be cut off. All these people that are cursing God and saying, hail, you know what? I won't even say that name. Not with hail in front of it. They're going to be completely cut off. They might be doing good right now and eating their burgers and stuff and making their bellies all fat, but it's not going to be too much longer, and they're going to be cut off. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his ways. Thank you, Jesus. I feel like the Father just told me that I did good today. As much as I didn't want to go live today, the Father just told me, thank you for doing what I ordered you to do. Verse 24. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholdeth him with his hand. I have been young and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, for his seed begging bread. He is ever merciful and leadeth, and his seed is blessed. Depart from evil and do good. and dwell forevermore. For the Lord loveth judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. Verse 29, the righteous shall inherit the land, and dwell therein forever. The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment. The law of his God is in his heart. None of his steps shall slide. There'll be times I'll be out in the woods and I swear, like, I'll start falling and it's like almost somebody just like grabs me and makes sure that I don't fall. So, none of his steps shall slide. The wicked watcheth the righteous, and seeketh to slay him. The Lord will not leave him in his hand, nor condemn him when he is judged. Wait on the Lord, you guys, and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. So that means that first, you guys, the wicked are going to be filling their bellies. They're going to have all this stuff, right? But when they're cut off, they're cut off. And the Lord is going to give it to the righteous. Verse 35. I have seen the wicked in great power and spreading himself like a green bay tree. Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. Yea, I sought him, but he could not be found. Mark the perfect man, and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace. But the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The end of the wicked shall be cut off. The end of the wicked shall be cut off. They're gonna be cut off, and when you're cut off, you're cut off. I'm warning you guys, when you're cut off, you're cut off. You better listen. But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. He is their strength in time of trouble. He is their strength in time of trouble. And the Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them. Because, why? Because they trust in him. Alright guys, I feel like the Father is saying, you did good. Did good, Ashley. So that means I don't have to be on here anymore. Thank you, Jesus. I don't want to be on here anyways. But, you know, when he tells me to do something, I have to do it even when I don't want to do it. But I'm sure if he wants me to stay here in Montana, he'll find a way. He'll find a way to show me where I need to go. So, anyway, I love all you guys. We'll be eating cookies with Ashley. Yeah, we're going to be eating cookies together, you guys. Oh, Joseph, that was awesome. I love that. That was hilarious. I really needed that laugh. That's funny. Ah. We're going to be eating cookies together. That's perfect. I had a dream where I sword fight with the Antichrist and died. Oh, jeez. That sounds crazy. I had a dream I rebuked a demon that was 200 foot tall, and he cracked in pieces and reappeared and throwing fireballs at me, and I said, he is who is in me than greater than you. I didn't get hurt, though. Satisfaction guaranteed. It is so peaceful listening to you. Thank you, Brian. Well, I'll be eating cookies with Ashley. That's so funny. Thank you, Joseph. I really needed to hear that today. I needed that laugh. Well, love and peace, guys. God bless all you guys. You guys are a wonderful family to fellowship with. Have a good night.